Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. This is Fancy Stitches and my name is Mercy. Happy New Year to all of my wonderful subscribers, both new and returning subscribers. And if you are new to my channel, thanks for stopping by. In today's video tutorial, I will be sharing with you guys how to make this beautiful off-shoulder layered circle flare dress with straps that I'm wearing. It's going to be an interesting video tutorial. All you have to do is to keep on watching as to learn more, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. So let's get into it. So guys, I will be using these two fabrics for my video tutorial. Okay, the first one is about 4 yards and the second one is a yard. Okay, then I will be combining the two fabric. I've gone ahead to fold my fabric and I've also gone ahead to draw my baseline. Okay, then for my folding I used my hip circumference. Okay, and my hip circumference, which is 37 inches. Okay, then I divided it by 4, which is going to give me 9.2 inches. Okay, but I made it 9.5, then leaving extra 3 inches allowance here. Okay, so this is for my folding. Okay, then we'll be cutting for the front part of this dress, then after that we'll cut for the back. Okay, and to do that, mind you that this is an off-shoulder dress. Okay, so we'll start by subtracting 4 inches. Okay, then take her horizontal body measurement. Okay, from shoulder to her bust is 10 inches, to the waistline is 16 inches. Okay, and to the hip is 26 inches. Okay, so I'll go ahead and mark a straight line across these marked points. The length of the A line of this dress is going to be 33 inches, which is here, but the actual length of the dress, okay, is going to be 37 inches. Okay, this is a layered dress. Okay, so the A line will be cutting for the A line, the off-shoulder A line. Okay, so the length of my off-shoulder A line is going to be 33 inches. So guys, this is my bust line, waistline, hip line, and the length of my A-line dress. To start up with this tutorial, her nipple to nipple measurement, which is 8 inches divided by 2, is going to give me 4 inches. So I went ahead to mark my 4 inches point. Then for the neckline length, front neckline length, I'll be going down by 1 inch. Then I went ahead to use freehand to curve for my neckline. Okay, and to mark for my armhole, a normal armhole length is 8 inches. Okay, but because this is an off shoulder, I'll be subtracting 4 inches, then add the remaining 4 inches by marking my point. After that, I'm going to connect it up to the neckline width. So the next thing here is to take my basic body measurement. Okay, my bust circumference of 36 inches divided by 4 is going to give me 9 inches. So I'll mark my 9 inches point and add extra 1.5 inches allowance. Okay, then coming over to the waistline, my waist circumference of 30 inches divided by 4 is going to give me 7.5 inches. Okay, so I'll mark my 7.5 inches point and add extra 1.5 inches allowance. Then moving over to hip line, my hip circumference of 37 inches divided by 4 is going to give me 9.2 inches plus 1.5 inches allowance. Okay, then for the length of my dress, which is the last line that you are seeing over there, I'll be also using the hip circumference. Okay, so my hip circumference divided by 4 is going to give me 9.2 inches. Okay, then I added extra 2 inches allowance. Okay, to give it that A-line shape. So I went ahead to connect my marked points together. So guys, because I won't be using lining for this dress, okay, I went ahead to add extra 1 inch to the length of my dress for my folding. Okay, then I went ahead to cut it out. So guys, after cutting for your front pattern, okay, open it up and repeat your horizontal measurement by subtracting 4 inches. Then shoulder to her bust is 10 inches, to the waistline is 16 inches, and to the hip line is 26 inches. Okay, draw a straight line across the marked point, okay, just the way you see me doing it here. To cut for my back pattern, as you can see, I went ahead to arrange my fabric. This is for the back pattern, okay. Then measure out your hip circumference. Measure out your hip. So mine is 37 inches divided by 4 is going to give me 9.2 inches. So remember that this is going to have a zipper. We'll be adding a zipper allowance of 2 inches. Then sewing allowance, okay, is up to 3 inches here. Okay, so firstly we'll be marking for the zipper allowance here, and before we do that, we'll measure out for the length. Then from the baseline down to the length of this dress is going to be 33 inches. Okay, draw a straight line across your marked point. Okay, after that we'll be marking out for our zipper allowance of 2 inches. Guys, the next step here is to take the horizontal measurement just the same way we did for the front. Okay, from shoulder to my bust is 10 inches, to the waistline is 16 inches, and to the hip is 26 inches. Okay, go ahead and draw a straight line across your marked point. Okay, for my back neckline width, I used 4 inches of her nipple to nipple measurement. Okay, and for the length I used 1 inch. After that I used freehand to connect my point just the same way I did for the front part. Then for my armhole, I went down by 4 inches. Okay, mark my point and use my curve ruler to connect to my neckline width. Then the next step here is to mark for my basic body measurement. Okay, coming over to the bust line, bust circumference of 36 inches divided by 4 is going to give me 9 inches, and coming over to the waistline, waist circumference of 30 inches divided by 4 is going to give me 7.5 inches. Okay, I go ahead add extra 1.5 inches to both the bust and to the waistline. Then coming over to the hip line, hip circumference of 37 inches divided by 4 is going to give me 9.2 inches. So I went ahead and add 1.5 inch for my hemming allowance. Okay, then for the length of my A-line dress, I used the same measurement of the hip, okay, which is 9.2 inches, then added extra 2 inches allowance. Okay, I went ahead to connect my marked points, okay, and also add 1 inch to the length of my off-shoulder A-line dress. Okay, then the next thing is to cut it out. So guys, after cutting, I went ahead to repeat my horizontal basic body measurement, okay, for my back pattern just the way you see me doing it here. So guys, the next step here is to cut for my 720-degree flare, and to do that I'm going to fold my fabric into 3 shapes. Okay, the first part is the rectangular shape which you see me doing here. Then the second one is to fold into a square shape, and the third one is in a triangle shape. Okay, then after that I'll go ahead and use my hip as to mark my measurements. My hip of 37 inches divided by 6.28 is going to give me 5.89 something. So I didn't approximate it, rather I added extra 2 inches to my 5 inches point, okay, making it a total of 7 inches. Then I went ahead to mark for my 7 inches round my folded flare. To mark the length of this flare, from my 7 inches marked point, I went down by 14 inches, okay, and marked my point just the same way you see me doing it here. After that, the next thing is to cut it out, okay, but before cutting, make sure you leave about half an inch at the upper marked point of your 7 inches, okay, then cut it out. So guys, this is basically how to cut a 720-degree flare. And for the other remaining flare, I'll be using this pattern to cut it out off camera. Okay, so guys, I'm done with cutting off my flare, the remaining flare. Okay, this is for the first layer, which is of 12 inches length. Okay, then this is the second and the third layer, which is both of them is of 14 inches length. Okay, also guys, let me share these tips. Okay, this is an inspiration of how to cut a cone flare. If you have been hearing of how to cut a cone flare, this is an inspiration of it, but that's by the way. My first flare, I will be laying it here. Okay, it's going to be on top here. Then, and you know that it's of 12 inches, which means that it's stopped at the waistline. Then for the second layer of my flare, I will be going 2 inches above, which means the second one will be here 2 inches above, and you know that it's 14 inches. Okay, 14 inches. Then the third one will be on the hip line. Okay, so I went ahead to arrange my fabric according to my marked line, just the way you see me doing it in this video. So guys, if this video is something that interests you, don't forget to hit on the subscription button, subscribe to this channel, like, comment and share with your friends. Okay? I'm fixing the third layer of my circle flare at the hip line. Okay, the line that I draw at the hip line. Then to fix for the second flare, remember I'll be going up by 2 inches from the waistline. Okay, so this is my 2 inches. To fix for your neckline circle flare at the neckline area, okay, the first thing is to do here is to maybe use your chalk and blend this part. Okay, you can see what I'm doing. Blend this part. Okay, also do the same, blend this part. Okay, or you come down by half an inch. Okay, you can see that from this pointed edge, come down by half an inch, then blend it to meet the neckline, also to meet the armhole. Okay, can you see that? Then after that, cut out your strap, which is your 2.5 inches of fold strap. Okay, cut it out, place it like this. Okay, can you see what I'm doing? Place it like this, then get your flare. Okay, your neckline flare, place it like this also. Okay, this is the right part, this is the right face, and the other side is the wrong face. So let your right face be facing like this. So this is how to fix it. Then use your pin and hold it. Use your pin and also pin the flare to your neckline. Okay, can see what I'm doing. Then also get the second strap. Okay, repeat the same measure. Okay, like this, like this. Okay, then also pin it to your fabric. So after doing that, flip the flare over. Okay, this is how it's going to look like. Okay, so this is how it's going to look like. Okay, so this is the 3 layers of your dress. Okay, so I'll take this to my sewing machine. Okay, just the way I arranged it, you also use the same measure and sew it. Okay, I'll sew this part. Okay, here, along here, the same with this one along here. But if you discover that the down part is too long for you, you can as well come up by 2 or 1 inch. Okay, bring up the flare by 2 or 1 inch so that it will be fitted for you. Okay, so this is how to cut a layer circle flare. Okay, so I'll take this now to my sewing machine and do the stitching. Okay, so this is how. Then I'll also do the same for the back. You can see that I'll also do the same for the back of my dress. Finally guys, this is my end result. Okay, I didn't really know that the combination will come out this awesome. Wow. So guys, if you love this video, don't forget to hit on the subscription button, subscribe to this channel, like, comment and share with your friends. Okay, thank you guys for watching, and also see you in my next video. Also, if you have any question, drop that on the comment section. I will be there to attend to you. Bye.